Hi, thank you for asking me to speak to you. My name is Iftekhar Hasan. I'm from New York at Rensselaer Polytechnic Institute. I spoke today in this particular panel. I brought in three different aspects of opinion, which is alternative opinion with regards to that in the aspect of big banks, large banks, and small banks. I brought an issue is that as economic development takes place, we should not really ignore the role of small banks and the role of the community banks in achieving higher GDP per capita, achieving small and medium enterprise loans, and overall availability of loans to different segments of the population. And the second aspect I talked about, as we make regulations with regards to the restriction of assets, restriction of loans, with supervisory power, with market discipline, these issues all have strong impact on the financial stability of the banks and the institutions. I brought some evidence here that some of these also have some trade-off with the income inequality based on 116 countries around the world, and I wanted to bring the issue that as we make regulation, it's very important for us to see that it is not at the expense of the income distribution, income equality, and that is an issue that I to be discussed. The third issue I brought in today is issue related to the financial network, and it is positive and not as positive side. And here we talked about that as we are involved in bringing foreign banks, in being financial networks in respective countries, we should be very much more careful about welcoming them because there are a lot of things to gain from them, but to think about how their asset distribution, their business distributions are in the community, both geographically as well as their asset distribution, because the component of economy dependent on this institution is so large that in case of a financial crisis, the domestic markets and institutions could be very much susceptible to the trouble of these foreign institutions. So here I brought some evidence to talk about that there is also a darker side of the financial network, and the policymakers should be careful about looking into the books, looking at the distribution of both businesses and assets of these foreign institutions as they allow them to come in to acquire local institutions, as they allow them to come in and be in the local businesses. Nothing wrong with it. It is positive, but we should be careful about evaluating them. These are the three issues I had the privilege to talk to the audience this morning.